Quick question. What do your lungs actually do? If your answer was, they help me breathe, you're not wrong, but you're also massively underselling one of the most powerful organs in your entire body. Today, I'm going to blow your mind with what modern science says your lungs are actually doing every single second. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Dr. Devi Sundar, an integrative mind body consultant, and in my channel, I break the science behind breath, mental health, and neuroscience. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button so you get notified on my weekly content. For decades, medical textbooks basically describe the lungs as fancy bellows. You breathe in, oxygen goes in, and carbon dioxide comes out. Done. But modern science has completely rewritten this picture. Research published in the Annual Review of Physiology now describes that lungs as a metabolic organ, a vascular endocrine interface, an immune organ, and a neurochemical regulator all at once. That's a lot of title. I know. For something we take 20,000 breaths through every single day. Here's one that genuinely surprised me when I first learned about it. Your lungs are central to regulating your blood pressure, and there is a solid science to back this up. Inside the lining of your lung blood vessels, there is an enzyme called ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme. Research published in Circulation, the American Heart Association Journal, confirmed that every single minute your entire blood supply passes through the lungs, and the ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme, converts a molecule called angiotensin 1 into angiotensin 2, which directly controls your blood pressure, sodium balance, and vascular tone. This is actually a deeper science, but you don't need to remember the terms just to give you a context. What is your lung up to? Another study in 2024 confirmed that the human lung is a major site of this ACE expression and that this process is fundamental to regulate your entire cardiovascular system, which means your heart. And this is not a side job, this is a core physiology. And this is why lung disease so often ripples out and affects the heart and the blood vessels too. And it goes even deeper. Your lungs are constantly editing the chemistry of your blood. According to pulmonary physiology research and published metabolic reviews, the cells lining your lung blood vessels actively process circulating serotonin, adrenaline, prostaglandins, and bradykinin, modifying them before the blood reaches the rest of the body. These substances are all important signaling molecules in the body, especially in the stress response, inflammation, pain, and nervous system function. Scientists call this as first pass pulmonary metabolism, similar to how your liver filters what you eat, except this is your lungs processing your bloodstream with every heartbeat. Your lungs are not a passive filter, they are active biochemical editor. Now, here's what really caught me. Research published in the American Journal of Physiology found that alveolar type 2 cells, that's the specialist cells in your air sacs, run their mitochondria at near maximum capacity, fueling some of the most energetically demanding work in the body. Why? Because your lungs are non-stop busy. They're producing surfactant, the substance that keeps your 500 million air sacs from collapsing with every breath. They are beating millions of tiny cilia to clear the debris. They're running immune surveillance. They're managing the tissue repair and endothelial signaling every single second. Breathing may feel effortless to us, but for your cells, it is extraordinarily expensive work. Think about what your lungs deal with every day: pollution, pollens, pathogens, dust, toxins. Your lungs are that one organ that directly interacts with the outside world with every single breath. A 2025 review in the International Journal of Biological Science found that alveolar macrophages, your lungs' frontline immune cells, constantly shifts their metabolic pathways to manage inflammation, clear that microbes, and repair your tissues. When they activate, they switch fuel sources in real time. The same research found that in conditions like COPD, asthma, and pulmonary fibrosis, this metabolic reprogramming goes wrong. And that's what drives the chronic lung disease. Your lungs are not just battlegrounds, they are fully equipped, metabolically intelligent immune headquarters. And this is a part that connects everything I talk about in this channel. Breathing is one of the automatic functions in our body that we can consciously control. And when you slow down our breathing, evidence is clear what happened. A 2022 systematic review and meta-analysis published in the Neuroscience Reviews found that voluntary slow breathing consistently increases the heart rate variability, a direct measure of your parasympathetic nervous system activity. A separate 2024 meta-analysis in Mindfulness Journal reviewing 31 studies across 1,100 participants found that Slow phase breathing significantly reduces the blood pressure and improves your emotional regulation. And another study in the scientific reports confirmed that even a single session of deep, slow breathing measurably increases your vagal tone and reduces anxiety in both younger and older adults. So this is why breathwork works. Your lungs give you a direct evidence-backed line to your own nervous system, and you have access to that right now for free. So next time someone asks what your lungs do, you can tell them, backed by peer-reviewed science, that they regulate blood pressure, chemically edit your bloodstream, power some of the most energetically demanding cells in your body, defend against every pathogen you breathe in, and give you a direct measurable connection to your own nervous system. Lungs aren't passive bellows. The research is clear. They're one of the most metabolically active, biochemically complex, and clinically important organ you have. Remember, if you have any respiratory health concern, always work with your doctor. This video is for education and not for medical advice. I'm Dr. Devi Sundar, integrative mind-body consultant. If you want to explore breathwork practices that works with this science, all the links and resources are in the description box below. Subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.